welcome to Restless Chipotle Kitchen. If you like chocolate covered cherries and you like Christmas cookies, you are going to love what we're making today. These are chocolate covered cherry cookies, and I make them every Christmas. Everybody loves them, and they are absolutely the first ones to disappear on the cookie tray. They're chewy chocolate cookie with a maraschino cherry on top of it, and then covered in a delicious but super easy chocolate ganache. So let's head over and get started. All right, you want to have everything at room temperature because it's going to blend together so much better and so much easier. The butter's at kind of a warm room temperature. It's warm in here. I've been baking today. But you want it to at least be kind of soft. And you're gonna put your butter and your sugar together. And you're gonna beat that for about 2 minutes until the butter is light and fluffy and the sugar is completely incorporated. Want to stop your mixer every once in a while and scrape down the sides and from the bottom, just to make sure that nothing's stuck there and everything's getting mixed up. All right, to that we're going to add an egg, also at room temperature, and our vanilla, and mix that up. That's blended together really well, we're going to set it aside. Now I've got 1.5 cups of flour, and to that I'm going to add 3/4 cup of dark cocoa. You can add whatever kind of cocoa you use. I prefer the Hershey's Special Dark. I think it gives it a better chocolate flavor. Then we're going to add salt, baking soda, and baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon each. And I just mix those all together in here. And then we're gonna mix that right up so it's well blended. And break up any lumps that you might see in, like if your cocoa is lumped up or anything like that. You wanna get all of that nice and blended. All right, we've switched to the cookie paddle and given the butter and sugar mixture just a quick stir with that. And now I'm going to add in the flour and cocoa mixture and turn that on to low. That until it forms a stiff dough. Take your cookie sheet and prepare it by either putting silpat on it or covering it with parchment paper. And then you're going to take the dough and you're going to form it into balls about 1.5 teaspoons, maybe a little bit bigger, and some of the size is going to depend on how big the cherries are that you have. So if the cherries seem to be really large, then you want to make these balls a little bigger, and if they seem to be on the smaller side, then you want to make them a little smaller. But about 1.5 teaspoons to a tablespoon is about right. I guess these are, if you want to think about the size of it, it fits in the palm of my hand like that, about the size of a walnut. Now you want to take your powdered sugar and just give the cookies a roll in the powdered sugar. Now take your thumb and just press down and put the cherry in each indentation. Once you've done that, put the cookies in the refrigerator while you fix the ganache. The ganache is super easy to make. You're going to take 1/2 cup of Eagle brand sweetened condensed milk or whatever kind of sweetened condensed milk that you use. I like Eagle brand, it's my favorite, and that's what I use, but if you use another brand, then you know, that's fine. So you want half a cup. All of my measuring cups are dirty right now, so I'm measuring out 2/4 cups. And to that, we're gonna add a cup of chocolate chips. Now, I'm gonna take this over to the stove, and I am going to warm this on medium heat, whisking it until the chocolate melts and it's smooth. This usually doesn't take very long, just a couple of minutes. And you have to watch it really carefully because you don't want it to burn or scorch. But you want it to be drippy, just about like that. Just about like that. Now, one thing I do that's actually not in the recipe is I like to put about a half a teaspoon of light white corn syrup in there and give it a stir. That helps it stay shiny after it dries. It just makes it look a little prettier. You don't have to do it, but it's just something that I like to do. All right, once we've got our chocolate all melted and smooth, we have to work pretty quickly. Get your cookies out. And I like to cover the whole thing with chocolate. I've seen other people that just kind of scatter it on there in shreds, but I like for it to be kind of a thick layer of chocolate. Now, this chocolate, I don't understand how it works. I'm sure it's scientific, but it does not burn or get hard or anything in the oven. It stays very creamy, and it ends up being like a chocolate frosting that bakes right on the cookie. And so you just want to cover those cherries with the chocolate. And if your chocolate starts to harden up a little bit in the pan, you can go ahead and put it back on the stove and warm it over a low heat until it flows easily again. Once the cookies are all covered with chocolate, they're gonna go right in the oven, 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. So y'all, what did you think? Are these the easiest Christmas cookies ever? So much chocolate. Everybody's gonna love them. I hope that you'll check it out on the blog. There's more tips and information. There's nutrition information, and you can get the printable recipe over there. I hope you'll come back next week because we'll be doing something else. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the emails so you never miss another recipe. And drop me a line and let me know what you're thinking. The email is down below. I'll talk to y'all next time. Love ya. Bye-bye. I hope that, no, don't do it. That was bad.